was about to say good morning, but it's not the morning because it's already almost 5 in the evening. So, good evening. And today is Vlogmas day 12. So, today has been a day, to say the least. So, it's Wednesday, obviously, right? Wednesday's Wings Day. Went to Wing Daddy's. And we order, and we're sitting there for a really long time, and we're like, okay, like, why is it taking so long? So one of the girls, she asked our waitress, like, okay, like, what's taking so long? Like, is it coming? And she's like, oh yeah, it'll be out like shortly. So then we're like, okay. And it had already been probably about half an hour that we were waiting for our food. And after she had said, like, okay, it'll be here like in a little bit, whatever, right? She goes away for a little while, comes back, and she's like, I just wanted to explain. She comes back and she's like, I just wanted to explain, like, it's because our cooks were 45 minutes late today, so they're running behind. So to me, it was like, okay, if that's something you knew, then when we walked in, like, you should have been like, you know what, like, our cooks were late, so it might take a while for you to get your food, yada yada. We're all wearing our work shirts, so you think, common sense, you'd assume we're there on our lunch break, so we're kind of in a hurry in a sense. So it kind of blew my mind that she didn't from the get-go be like, oh, you know what, it's gonna take some time because our cooks were late, whatever. So we were like a good maybe like, what time did we get back? Probably almost like 10 minutes late to work because of that. So like, we get our wings, and then after we get our wings, we still had to wait to get our fries. Like, they're fucking French fries. How long does it take to make some French fries, So we were annoyed. We got all our stuff in a to-go box. And at that, they put like a ton of wings in each of our boxes. They put a ton of fries in each of our boxes. And then we got our to-go cups for our drinks. So, I mean, we ate most of our wings there while we were waiting for our fries. But, like, I think it was just ridiculous. Like, it was a poor service in a sense because she didn't say anything to begin with. You know what I mean? So that was our lunch. And, yeah, so it was annoying. And then I was excited after lunch because me and one of the other girls got to drive a charger that is like one of our manager's chargers, and I was so excited because I miss my charger so bad. I used to have one. So when she let me drive it, I was like super excited. Yeah, we got to drive it and I was super excited. That truck looked awfully familiar. Anyway, so yeah, that was our lunchtime, and little joyride kind of made me feel a little bit better. But today's been a day, and it's okay, guys. It's okay it's okay to not be okay. Like, if you're going through a hard time for whatever reason, like, it is okay to not be okay. There's nothing wrong with that. We all deal with things in different ways, and it's okay. Like, you're in charge of your happiness and no one else. Like, if you're happy, it's because you yourself, you're truly happy on the inside, and that's how you can spread that happiness to others, is if you yourself are happy. But it doesn't mean that you have to be happy and okay 100% of the time, because let's be honest, it's not realistic. So it's okay to not be okay, to have a bad day, to be going through something that may be tough, because eventually you'll see the light at the end of that tunnel and things will always get better. I believe that God won't put you through something that you can't handle. I truly, truly believe that. Even, you know, when we don't understand, there's things we may never understand, because I know there's quite a few things, like loved ones being taken from me, etc., like things that I may never understand why, but only God knows why. You know what I mean? And I try to keep that mentality, because then it's hard to accept it if you don't just trust in God. You know what I mean? So if you're ever having a bad day, it's okay. Things will get better. Maybe soon, maybe later, but it'll always get better. If you stay positive, that's what's gonna help. Like, if you just put negative vibes out into the world, then the only thing you're attracting is negative things. But if you just put a bunch of positivity and a bunch of positive vibes out into the world, then those positive things will come back to you. Good things happen with time, and it's just a matter of you being patient and waiting for that good to come. Like, we can only do so much, and those good things will come to you if you stay positive and if you truly believe those things will happen. Like, if there's something I want, I literally put it out into the universe and I say I want it, or I want this to happen, or etc. And with time, it happens. I know I had a really hard time when I was trying to find work. I was getting really discouraged because it was taking a lot of time. But I kept telling myself the things I applied to probably wasn't for me. It wasn't the right thing for me. So that's why it wasn't happening when it did. This job happened, and I'm glad it did, and I'm very appreciative of it. And it took some time, but it did happen. You know what I mean? So I guess those other ones didn't happen so that this one could, for whatever reason. You know what I mean? But I always grew up with the mentality that everything happens for a reason, although I may not always see it that way, especially during the hardest times. But everything always happens for a reason. So I just try to stay positive all the time, even when it's really hard to. And I mean, for mostly everything, it's helped. I may not have always gotten what I wanted, but staying positive has helped me in those hard times that I've had in my life. So just always spread positive vibes, positive thoughts, you know, just always try to stay positive. I know sometimes it's hard to not be negative, because I've had those times myself, but try not to be. And although, you know, yeah, that's just moral of my story. It's okay to not be okay, and eventually you'll see the light at the end of that tunnel, whatever it may be that you're going through. So that's my little spiel for today. And don't mind my hair. I didn't feel like getting up this morning, so I didn't feel like doing my hair, but I did beat my face. So I did one at least, you know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't feel like doing my hair. I just threw it up in a half ponytail, and then this is just how my hair dries. So that's the hair I was rocking today. at least I made the effort to do like a little braid right here. But yeah, I didn't feel like getting ready today. I was extremely tired. When am I not tired is the better question, right guys? When am I not tired? I'm anxious to go home and see how Janaea did at daycare, because she was there for a little longer than we anticipated. So I wonder, she was there for 10, 11, 12. She was there for about 5 hours. And Bubba was there for about 3 hours, so that's still longer than what he's used to, because he's used to being there for just an hour. So they were both there longer than anticipated, so I'm anxious to go home and see how they did and how their day was. So I am on my way home. I saw all my food with me because it was a lot, so I brought it home with me. But yeah, I'm just gonna go home and relax and just try to keep a positive mind and keep those positive vibes going. But yeah. I hate that my eyeliner, like, I don't know if you can see it, but my eyeliner tends to run like in the corner of my eyes and it drives me insane. So if there's an eyeliner that you guys know about for your waterline that doesn't run throughout the day, please let me know down below so I can try it, because I keep trying different ones because I just hate how it runs and then it just like smudges and stains the corner of my eye even if I try to clean it off. So if you know of one, let me know please. I don't know why I have my heater on. It's really not that cold in my car. It's cold outside, but it's not cold in my car. And then I got windy as hell. This lady's looking at me like I'm crazy. That's alright. It got windy as hell. So that's never fun. It's a good thing my hair is up. But alrighty guys. I'm just gonna head home and relax. See how my baby's day went. All 3 of them. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 13. Yeah. We're almost about, we're about halfway there, guys. Proud of myself. Even though some of these have been kind of short, it's alright. Still doing it. But alrighty guys, I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 13.